On today's show, there's a robot that flies and walks like a bat, and his name's not Val Kilmer, and he wasn't in Batman Forever.
If you hate ads as much as me, now you can block them just from your everyday life.
And a very futuristic grand piano that took 10 years to design. It looks like a spaceship. It doesn't fly, though. Sorry. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. You're having a great day. I'm your host, Ashley Sketha. Joining me as always, the man, the myth, the legend, the steak, Kale Anonymous.
The steak?
You seem like you're made of meat. You're made of meat.
I'm very medium rare. I'm not rare.
No, that's true.
That's
medium
good.
rare.
Yeah, by the way, thanks for getting me into Kickstarter. After that game yesterday, I spent like an hour and a half on Kickstarter funding a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to get for a year.
You're welcome, Kickstarter.
You're welcome, future
companies.
Kale.
Yeah, you're welcome.
With your hoverboard and whatnot.
You paid for the hoverboard? I didn't know you had 10 grand just laying around. That's just how you do.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have a lot of side gigs.
I was going to say, and you must have some great financial advisor.
Definitely.
Named Zebra Kane. It's time to make the headlines. All right, let's make some headlines here.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one either. It freaks me out a little bit. I actually really like bats. I think they're cool. I like to go
they're
see.
Adorable.
I like to go see them at the zoo. I like to take pictures of them.
Yeah,
But
little doggy faces.
they have those real cute little like half rat, half doggy faces. They're kind of adorable.
However,
this not so adorable. This is a robo-bat. This is called Daler, D-A-L-E-R, and it stands for Deployable Air-Land Exploration Robot. And yeah, as you can see in this video, it has completely flexible little wingtips there. And this comes from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, Lausanne, and the National Center of Competence and Research, which I like that center. It sounds funny, but it looks like a little bat, and it has some interesting features. So as you're seeing in this video, it has a foldable skeleton under its wings, so it can retract its wings or spread them. And then the tips of the wings can rotate, which actually allows it to do a couple different things. Not only can it fly and sort of do that, it can also walk, which this is horrifying to me, to watch this thing like drag itself along the ground just like a bat would. It's super weird. It can go from flying to walking and back without any human adjustment. So there it's going, it's flying all around. It flies very, very quickly, faster than a person can run. So at some point, these will be hunting us down and murdering us for sure. Anything that goes runs faster than a human being, an average human being, I just assume will be killing us at some point. So here it is. So there's the transition. It lands on the ground, and then all of a sudden, there it goes. It's going to get its little bat wingtips together and start walking around.
Very
on the
quick
floor.
turnover straight to the walking.
Super quick turnaround.
So what's their goal?
Point of this, it's proof of concept right now, but the point of this is maybe to use for things like search and rescue. So
they always say that.
I know they say that. We're starting to get very suspicious about this whole search and rescue purpose, because I think it's been used so much now that it's like, oh yeah, it's I know it has a Gatling gun attached to its face, but it's search and rescue.
Yeah,
but
to their point, you can fly into a place and without having precision, land it,
and then just
have
go.
It walk the rest of the way.
Yeah. And it's flexible, so it can I'm sure it can maneuver a little bit better than a rigid robot.
It was durable too.
Yeah, it had the thing in the video where it was shockproof. They were like hitting in the wings and stuff, so that's fantastic. And they said they were actually inspired by vampire bats.
Oh, good.
I'm assuming version 2.0 will have human blood draining abilities.
Yeah, and feed off nightmares. So, would you rather have this flying around than drones?
Well, it seems like this is a drone that could actually really harm you on purpose, so I'm going to go with regular drones.
Doesn't have the hover capability.
And it can chase after you when it crashes into the ground.
This is I'm still really, really impressed with its versatility.
It is super
Most
versatile.
of them are like, yeah, it's a drone, but like if you do anything to it,
but if you barely look at it, it breaks.
Pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
So kudos on that one.
It's pretty cool, but also a little terrifying. Again, scare sighting.
Scare sighting.
Okay, please continue.
This is bonkers,
Yeah,
okay? I don't know if
crazy.
anybody's ever really had the problem of looking out the window, seeing an ad or a billboard, and just was like, I wish I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Well, check out Brand Kill. Okay, this is a device that erases and blocks brand names and logos from your vision.
That looks ridiculous.
Look at actual brands. Obviously this is a hack from a hackathon from 4 student developers. It uses, it's very primitive. It uses cardboard goggles webcam, and a 7-inch display with a webcam feeding your entire field of view. Your whole
so
your
you
whole
can't
field of
see
view.
anything. It's just well, it's feeding. Okay, so that you're
it's-
seeing what the
yeah.
screen, and that's what the webcam is shooting.
Exactly.
Got
So it's
it.
a little delayed. So here's what it does.
Whoa.
It blurs logos that are pre-programmed into your headset. So the ones that they have.
That's
so only
insane.
pre-programmed ones. It's not going to like sense what.
Right, okay.
Here's the ones they programmed. Starbucks.
Yep.
McDonald's.
See that a lot.
Facebook.
See that a lot.
Dr. Pepper. That's awfully specific.
Yeah.
And more.
I just saw Lucky Charms.
Real quick, I have an issue with them blocking Dr. Pepper because it looks like...
Because it's
well,
delicious, first of all.
Shout out to Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, why'd you ever want to
Love
block
you.
Dr. Pepper?
But also, it looks like motor oil. So if they block out a motor oil logo and you start drinking it thinking it's Dr. Pepper, anyway.
Maybe sometimes you need labels, guys. Is what we're saying.
Back to the
Please,
the
continue.
science. Inside computing is Python and an OpenCV.
Okay.
Ready for the goal? I always break the goal
Yeah.
down
What
a separate way.
exactly is the point of this?
So here's their quote. They want to blind consumers to the surplus of corporate branding.
I got worried. You paused it. We want to blind consumers.
We want them.
We just want to blind them.
We want to blind consumers to the surplus of corporate branding and envision a future in which consumers can augment reality to opt out of corporate influence.
Well, maybe Microsoft will buy this for HoloLens.
I was just about to say that. HoloLens, this can totally
We
happen.
can integrate.
Yeah, just blur out
We
all
have the
the
technology.
things. I don't really have this issue, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people complain like, oh gosh, it's like all day long constant branding in my face. So I guess I get it, but it's interesting enough. And then
But I love Dr. Pepper, so.
that's true. It brings us to our hashtag of the day, which is hashtag TDBlock.
I love this one.
I want to know what you wish you could block out with technology and how that would work. So my thing is I would like a technology that would go into my contact lenses and that would blur out or otherwise remove like annoying people. Like if I could just, like more specifically, if I had to be more specific, I would say people who are rude to like servers, people who are rude people.
Block out rude people.
Yeah, just they don't exist. Just erase them.
That's like Black Mirror. There's an episode where they block out on the holiday episode. You can block out people that are like criminals.
No spoilers, but that's interesting. Don't give away.
So
more
anyway,
spoilers.
mine
about
would be
you?
mine's much simpler.
Okay.
It's more like in the ad block space, but I want to block people that have bleeding hearts on Facebook. Just people that just complain about
Complain about everything.
Wah. It's just like,
a good
all right,
point.
deal with it internally and figure it out. Maybe talk to someone close. Create a real, connection with somebody rather than just going and getting this
Fair.
artificial, praise that you become addicted to and you feel like you have to keep doing. And I've thought about this too much.
I think that's
I'm
pretty much
real
the point of
disturbed.
Facebook at
I'm
this
deleting
point.
my Facebook today. Oh yeah, but you can also share and connect.
True,
and
you could post
get
pictures.
party invites. Yeah.
Events, all that stuff.
See all those, yeah.
That's a good. I like that. That's a good
Clickbait.
one. Just to get rid of all of the extra nonsense on Facebook.
I like how both of ours are. We hate people.
Just people.
Oh
if
my
I could just
God,
get rid of some
people
people.
are so
like,
annoying. All right, well at least
Gross.
they're not flying robot bats.
That's true. That is very true.
Okay, sorry, let's move on.
Let's talk about this future piano because it is really cool looking, and I can't wait to show this to you guys. So this is from this is the lead designer. He's Hungarian. He's a piano player named Gergely Boganyi.
Solid.
Boganyi? Okay, so we're seeing some previews here of this piano, and it's like I don't want to give it away yet because it's very sleek. So this piano looks like a spaceship. Like I'm not even kidding you guys. This piano is insane looking. It took over 10 years to design, around 8,000 engineering hours. It has over 18,000 parts. It is called a Boganyi.
Oh my God, just reveal the thing
Piano.
already. Oh wow!
Yeah, there it is. It is extremely attractive in terms of pianos. It is gorgeous. It's like the first.
spend a
It's
night
like
with
the
that.
Maserati of. It's a ridiculous, like expensive Aston Martin of pianos.
10 years.
There you go.
Wow.
Look at
okay.
that.
10 years.
So it has 2 legs instead of 3. And this is very interesting. The reason why is because there's a hollow under the piano where a normal third leg would be, like in the back, that you see on like grand pianos now. That there's a hollow there instead of a leg that allows the sound to be conducted in a hollow that pushes it clearer. It has more clarity when the sound comes out to the audience, which is really cool. It has a unique composite soundboard and a modified iron and wood frame. So the soundboard, this is very interesting, is weather resistant and uninhibited by humidity or dryness and some other elemental kind of issues that a lot of pianos have. So for example, if you travel with a piano, if you're a professional and you have a piano that you either travel with or otherwise, let's say you live in an area where there is a lot of weather, so New York, for example, and you can't necessarily fully control the room that your piano is stored in, that means that your piano might go out of tune sooner, or you live in a house.
Absolutely.
So your piano goes out of tune sooner, and what they're saying is this, because of this soundboard that's extremely resistant to elemental issues, that it holds its tune longer, and it has less maintenance as well. So over time, you'll have to maintain this piano less. I'm sure the cost of
I was just about to say,
buying the piano,
Ashley,
there's no cost yet, which means we will never ever buy them. But
well, no,
but I'm sure like Lady Gaga's already like coring one out and making like some sort of sleep chamber.
Yeah, she sleeps inside of it.
I'm sure she has one already and like sleeps in it and actually flew it here from whatever planet she came from. So.
Yeah. Okay, so
super fascinating.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. Why did it take 10 years?
Well, because he was saying this was a whole team of like dedicated engineers, designers, musicians, like people who came through and worked on this project to make sure that this was the most, because we haven't really seen, if you think about it, we haven't really seen great advances in the actual grand piano in a really long time.
Very true, yeah.
They all kind of, when you go back in time, they all look pretty much the same from like a certain point forward. And they've gotten better at different things, but never it's never changed this drastically since the invention of the grand piano.
It's really strange to me that it didn't sound like it has a lot of like technology in it.
No, I think that they just really worked on the design being really beautiful and sort of futuristic looking, and then on top of that, figuring out exactly what parts and creating new things like this soundboard that would enable the piano to have the best possible sound, hold its tune for the longest amount of time, have the least amount of maintenance, and also give the clearest and most robust sound experience to anybody listening to it, which I think is awesome.
Very cool looking.
Yeah. So that's the really expensive spaceship piano that I just want really bad. It looks like the Cars and the Jetsons. You just jump in and go.
Do you know how to play the piano?
I do a little bit. I tried to teach myself once. My cousin got piano lessons when I was a kid, and I didn't. So I was kind of jealous, and so I just started like learning myself.
What'd you get? Hosting lessons?
Yeah, when I was 5, I took hosting lessons. Instead of ASO, instead of soccer, I
I'm
went
here
in
on the
hosting.
scene where the dog is
No,
lost.
I played volleyball.
Okay.
That was my jam.
I'm sorry.
But I
Sorry
tried
to waste your time,
I tried
audience.
to play piano. I can still play a little bit, but I never actually like formally learned how.
Okay.
But I can play like a couple songs. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, do you see it? Do you see what I did there? On that note, we're gonna take a quick break. I know, Kale. I know. But we're going to be back with new releases and, of course, your user feedback and our phone photographer of the day. So don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily. Welcome back to Tomorrow Daily. It's Tuesday, which is always an exciting day for you especially, but both of us.
Yeah. Why?
Because it's the day that we tell everybody all of the great stuff that's coming out this week and what they should be doing.
Okay.
So this is new releases. All right, first up, I'm not going to bury the lead. Guys, you got to go buy Grim Fandango Remastered.
Oh my God.
Kill is so...
but
think of it this way.
No, I finally get to play.
You'll never have to hear about me saying I'm excited it's coming out again because it's here. It's out. It's available today.
It is one of the OG point-and-click adventures, right?
It's one of the classics.
One of the classics,
One of the classics. You play Manny Calavera. You're an agent, and you sell like vacation packages for people to go to like the land of the dead. It's like a 4-year journey. Anyway, you
is
get
it 4x3 in the?
Yeah, of course it is, because that's how the game was made.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it's I'm just super excited about this. You got Glottis. I mean, oh man, I'm just so jazzed. I can't wait to play it. I already pre-ordered it. It's over on my PlayStation 4. But
What are they saying? Oh, so I want to know how they're updating it. Look, what are the things that
better
they updated?
graphics. The controls were a little wonky back in the 90s. And then they're also doing all kinds of stuff. Like they redid the orchestral, the music. They did, I think they have like some special features. I'm not sure what they are because I haven't downloaded the game yet. But all of
Are you going to replay it?
Of course, yeah. I already pre-ordered it, so I can't wait to replay it. And Jimmy,
Xbox got screwed on this one.
Well, the thing is I think Sony was more willing to take a risk on it, and so I think that they worked with Tim Schafer on bringing. And the other thing is they had to get permission because Grim Fandango was a LucasArts game, so they had to get permission from Disney now, who owns Lucas. So that was like a whole big thing. So I'm hoping though that means because they obviously are now remastering Day of the Tentacle, which is huge.
Yeah?
I'm really excited.
You like
about
that one better?
No, I like Grim Fandango the best. But
All right.
I really like that.
I'm gonna
one.
try it. I'm gonna try it out.
Do it. It's like $15. So it's not even expensive.
But you have to play Fallout again.
Fallout 3?
Fallout 3, yeah.
right.
There's no other Fallout. I'm sorry.
I'll consider these. I'll consider these words.
Oh boy.
I have to find. Well, I have to be able to play it on my Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore.
What else is that?
Okay, so Dying Light's coming out. I thought this was a very interesting game.
I thought this was already.
Have you heard about it? No, really?
Yes, because people are already playing it on the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
And
So this is okay. So Dying Light is a first-person survival horror game.
Yes.
And the thing that I thought was interesting about this game is that like apparently it's very realistic in the way that like when you start you're weak and you have like boards and stuff you have to like fight off zombies with, and then you get better at actually fighting them off later, and you like makeshift things that are actually cool and useful, but not at first. Like
who's the developer on this?
You're pretty rough. That's a really good question, and I don't have that off the top of my head.
Oops.
Sorry. But it's going to be available. It's available today, the 27th, on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam. So really, it's kind of just choose your own console. And I just I've heard good things about it. I think a lot of people are hoping that this is sort of a not a substitute, but sort of something like a Dead Rising or. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, people are trying to get away from DayZ and H1Z1.
Well, those are so much more expansive, and I think this is sort of like a short jaunt.
Techland.
See, that's why I didn't remember it because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
But Dying Light, I've heard
up.
pretty decent. Yeah. Like you can watch. I'm sure
there's
people
gonna be
doing
Twitch live
all over
streams.
the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can definitely check that
Spoil
out.
it.
And then this was also a favorite thing for me to read. Not necessarily new games, but older games available in a new way.
Oh yeah.
GOG has been releasing all kinds of Star Wars games, like older Star Wars games. And so now, today, Star Wars Republic Commando, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2, and Star Wars Starfighter are all available as of today. Joining, I might add, the first two waves of games, which were Galactic Battleground Saga, X-Wing Alliance, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, one of the greatest games of all time. Dark Forces, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, Battlefront 2, Rogue Squadron 3D, Rebellion, and Empire at War Gold Pack. So it's a pretty serious collection of Star Wars games.
Just make another Battlefront, please.
I know. I really liked Battlefront.
Please just make another Battlefront.
Right? Battlefront was so fun.
Don't even make The Force Awakens.
No.
Just make another Battlefront.
Make Star Wars Battlefront The Force Awakens. Like, give us a Battlefront game set in that universe. I would totally play that game.
George, if you're listening, I know you're not involved
he's
anymore.
Not involved.
I know, but I swear he's a sneaky little fella. He can get in there.
No, they're gonna be. I think they shut the door on George Lucas. Did you already said he's like, I gave my ideas to Disney. I gave my treatments for episodes 7 through 9. They basically threw them out. That's bold, Disney. It's bold. Bold play.
They're like, not enough Avengers in it.
I don't see Iron Man anywhere in this script. All right, so with that being said, it is time, as we always do every day, for your user feedback. You guys came up with some really good answers for the hashtag TDVRBrowse to say what site you'd want to look at in virtual reality.
They stayed away from the...
You kept it clean.
The sexy prawns? Okay.
Kept it clean. Fabio wrote to us and said, well, the first thing I would do is probably install AdBlock.
Yeah, look at that. He's got a Futurama reference in there.
Yeah, got Leela there.
I had thought that too.
He actually used the hashtag scare sighting.
Scare sighting.
Caution wrote to us and said, any high-end car manufacturer's website, hashtag speed for days. Also, what would VR browsing do to hackers and hacking? I'm going to tell you right now what it's going to do with hackers and hacking. Roll that footage, Logan.
Huh?
Jelszót kérek. Üdvözlöm a hálózatban. világháló kiválaszt.
That's what it looks like, and that is footage.
They totally nailed it, though.
Nailed it. Can I just say that's one of like my favorite all time. Like it's so bad, it's good. It's Johnny Mnemonic.
Do you remember from Back to the Future 2 that they had the headsets too?
Yeah.
How did she do that? All right.
I'm just saying that's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah,
just FYI. This FYI. And if you want to see the future, just watch Johnny Mnemonic because it's, I mean, pretty much it's like one of the greatest films of all time. It's not.
Can we quote you on that? Put it on the poster?
It's a pull quote. You can put it right on the DVD, right on the box, because I'm sure it's not out on Blu-ray. It's on the DVD. It's on the VHS tape. Put my pull quote on the VHS tape. Raw Dead Fish wrote to us and said, hey, Google Earth and Mars sites and the Vatican archives.
Wow, Google Earth was a great idea.
Good call on that. The Vatican archives I thought was really interesting because you're not allowed in there unless you're like a super theology historian person. So, and it takes like a lot of doing to get special access. So I thought that would be really cool. Like things that most people can't see because they're afraid of destruction of property or otherwise like harming. So like museum exhibits, I thought was another really good one. You could get up close and personal with something, get really close to it.
Put some thought into that one.
Yeah, Glenn and Stephen C said the same thing, but I used Glenn's tweet. Said, I keep it simple, Google Earth and Street View. I'd be happy and fit if I could explore the world on demand and in VR. Like that.
Yeah, great choices.
Amdelay wrote to us and said, TV tropes would be incredible. Swallow the red pill and jump down the rabbit hole. And lastly, Jesus wrote to us and said, Wikipedia Galaxy from a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And VR, the most beautiful way to grasp interconnectedness of knowledge.
They liked
like
this
that
one.
A lot.
They really liked this one.
That's pretty cool.
So what was the one this week?
The one for today?
Yeah.
Today's is TD Block.
Okay, TD Block.
What do you want to get rid of? And how would you do it?
This is just going to be us being cranky.
It is. Everybody get cranky about it.
I said block those dang kids.
I would get those kids off my lawn. I'd erase them from my lawn. All right, guys, it's time for our photographer of the day. So I'm sorry. Technically, it's not a photographer today.
It's not a great way to start.
It's a drone-tographer.
What?
All right, so Mike S. wrote to us and said, hey guys, just got a drone, wanted to share this shot with you. It's not from a phone, but I edited it on my iPhone 5S. Does that count? I will allow it. I visited Vermont this weekend and found this frozen reservoir, perfect for some drone-tography. Love the show, guys. Look at it, and you can see them right down there. See the little dudes? Look, they're so tiny. They look like ants. Are you blown? Is your mind blown?
That's so amazing.
Are you freaking out?
I can't believe we're getting photos from drones now.
I'll take it. Drone-tography, pretty awesome. And he took it with his DJI Phantom, which is a pretty good price drone there. So pretty fancy. Getting fancy with it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Definitely awesome. Definitely my favorite viewer.
I'm gonna say close again.
You gotta be kidding me! You took a photo with a drone. This is gonna take a satellite photo.
Maybe. It's
gonna have to be a robot that plays Grim Fandango
and takes it and is a drone. It's gonna.
That's incredible. If you're gonna keep like upping the tech, yeah, absolutely. I want to see someone do like a,
you guys
like
are
a
raising the bar, is
361
what I'm saying.
or something like that.
Indeed. If you guys want to submit your photography to be considered to be featured on the show, or if you want to send us your user feedback, you can email us tomorrow at cnet.com. If you are into social media and hate email, that's cool. We got you covered. Tomorrow Daily, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tomorrow Daily TV, Google+, and Tomorrow Daily over on Tumblr.
I think I actually raised my pulse a
your
little
blood
bit.
pressure? He's getting so jacked on drone-tography.
If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, do the like thing, and maybe add it to your favorites. Add it to a playlist of your least favorite videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why would you have that?
That is weird. You'd make a list of that? It would be kind of odd.
And if you're listening on iTunes, don't forget to rate and review and
watch the actual video version of the show because that piano was amazing.
Yeah, the piano was amazing. And
the creepy bat robot, you're going to need to know what to look out for when it's chasing you in about 15 years.
Yeah. So
just FYI, guys. We're just looking out for your best interests. That is it for the show today. If you want to harass us over on our own personal social media, I'm at Ashley Esqueda over on Twitter.
And I'm at Kanye West.
I was going to say, and Kale is at Taylor Swift 13. We have the same idea, just different artists.
Yeah,
good.
I don't know who won that one.
I'm not really sure.
I'm at Kill Anonymous.
Yeah, and we will be back tomorrow with a brand new docket of weird, wonderful sci-tech, robot, space, whatever we can find. But until then, be good humans, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.